Right now, funding is fully available for the 2024 capital budget that has been finalized and is in the gateway up to September. Funding is available for a portion, and the other portion, the plan is to roll it over to 2026 budget. Likewise, for the 2025 capital budget, funding has been made, warrants have been issued, and funding is available for 30% of that budget, with the plan, with the cooperation and the support of the National Assembly to roll over the 75%. When we look at borrowing, we have roughly 152 trillion naira outstanding. And that figure was about 70 trillion naira in 2023 or so. But what accounts for the difference? 30 trillion, as we all know, was the bringing into the light, bringing into the books of the government of ways and means that were previously just ignored and kept outside. Another 50 trillion was accounted for by the fact that the exchange rate doubled. I mean, central bank in its monetary policy focused on clearing backlogs and bringing in foreign reserves, and we know how successful they have been. So of 152 trillion naira, 80 was essentially not new borrowing. It was more regularization and adjustment.
All mentioned here today that we have 2024, we are in 2025, but you have 1 year revenue. Use it to manage 2-year budget. So even if you met the 1 year revenue, how will you hear the Honorable Minister say, I'm paying 2024, whereas you are taking 2025 revenue to pay 2024. So when Mr. President said, when we said, because as of the work we've all done, that we've met revenue target, which is annually, but you are using 1 year revenue to manage more than 1 year budget. That is why you are seeing the outstanding, and which is what Honorable Minister is trying to do. That now let's have a consolidated budget. So because if I have 1 year revenue, let me use it to manage 1 year expenditure. But in a situation that I have a year revenue to manage multi-years revenue expenditure, we will continue to have this imbalance.
Macroeconomic reforms, some of the measures we have taken have implications that were not immediately obvious. The impact of the 22.7 trillion naira securitization is still
business of the highest order. My goodness, this is sabotage. Because how are you going to explain that in 2025 we only have funds for 30% of the budget, while we just completed the 2024 budget? See, you will not understand this. Some of these are mathematics, but it simply puts that in 2024, all the infrastructures and everything that was captured in the budget, we are just completing them now in 2025. So if they have to build a road, they have to tie a road, now they now have funds to do that road in 2025. Why everything that is listed in the 2025 budget, we only have 30%, maybe for salaries and to buy cars for yourselves. All the projects, there is no funds yet. Then you ask yourself, why do we need 2026 budget? Why do we need 2026 budget? If the one you drafted in 2025, you only have 30% and 70% there's no funds, then why do you need the new one? And we are borrowing today's money to solve yesterday's problem by dragging our yesterday budget. And some of these projects now, they are not like, okay, if we complete this project, we'll raise funds to pay the loan tomorrow. No. Most of them are overhead costs. And then secondly, you ask yourself, okay, Where are the funds saved from subsidy removal? Because they were like, oh, if we remove subsidy, we'll have money to to pay, we have money for the budget and all of that will save trillions of naira. Where is trillions of naira saved from subsidy removal? Where is the fund saved from subsidy removal? And we borrow as much like every other government. He's saying, no, it's because of the exchange rate. It's because of the exchange rate or ways and means and all of that that was not captured. That is why it's not like we borrow much. But you people borrowed money after removing the subsidy. Where are all these funds? And you collected a lot of revenue, but yet you're rolling budgets because there is no funds to fund it yet. So the 2026 budget now, half of it will be to complete 2025 budget. You see, Nigerian economy will never grow anytime soon because of this recklessness.